Okay, so today's the day for our masterclass. This is going to be really, hopefully, it's not going to be too tinny, but it's going to be really loud because I have to work between a few devices here. And the reason why I'm calling, I apologize for that. The reason why I'm calling it the masterclass is because, there we go, just lower that high frequency. The stuff we're going to be talking about, I mean, economies are opening up, countries are opening up, and events are going to start soon. And we haven't really gone into this much because it's not really something that's been needed over the lockdown period. But it will be needed now. So let me just quickly switch across here. I haven't finished setting everything up that I need to. But I'm going to connect to the to the DL mixer, and then we'll set everything up. But essentially, this video is going to be about bringing in audio. So we already know that the DL32 or the DL mixers, series of mixers, can send audio via USB in both directions. And you can send 32 by 32 in both directions. So, whilst I wait to connect, start this again. Let's hope I don't have one of those issues connecting to Master Fader whilst I'm trying to actually shoot a video. That would be interesting. But yeah, we already know that you can send 32 by 32. So that means you can send 32 channels to Master Fader, and you can also receive 32 channels. If you hear my voice sounding like it's going through a phaser, it's only because I'm adjusting the FX. And just add a quick high pass filter to that. Get rid of all that low end, and that should be a bit of a cleaner mix, right? Okay, so yeah, so we all know that you can send 32 by 32 to and from the DL32, but if you're wanting to send audio back from your DAW and you're looking to send individual channels, specific individual channels back to the mixer, so that you can mix them in along with your main mix for that, if it's a church service or it's a concert or whatever. You have a situation where you have to know how to route everything so that you can get those individual tracks back from your DAW into your mixer, so they actually run on an individual channel. So I'm not talking about sending a stereo signal back, which you then control via the return. This return 1 and 2. I'm talking about, say for example, you had a mix in your digital audio workstation, and you had kick, snare, saxophone, whatever, and you wanted to send just the sax back, or you wanted to send a group of instruments that were playing in your DAW back to run alongside with your band. You can actually do that. And how to has been the big question for quite a lot of time. Now there are videos online that tell you how to do this, but as you know, finding something on YouTube, especially when you want something specific, you have to sift through a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I didn't want to open everything up and have everything ready because I wanted you to see me going through the process of opening up a project in my DAW. I use Reason 8. Bought this when it first came out. I absolutely love it. Let's find something. Nothing here seems good enough, you know? Let's pick that. I don't know what that is. Let's go with that. So at the minute, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and set it up. I'm going to bring some stuff back in through Reason. So with Reason, you have this. This is your preamp. Okay? I'm just going to quickly apply a gate. There we go. Okay. I think that's better. One, two. There we go. Okay, so with Reason, I can flip this around. Okay, so I come here. And what I'll do is, you can see that I've got audio input here on the left. And I appreciate this video may take a bit longer because I'm doing it in real time. Yeah, so on the left-hand side here, you can see I've got audio input, and it gives me a series of channels all the way up to 64. And then I've also got audio output, which gives me 64. Now we only have 32 on the DL32, so we're not going to be using all 64. So how I would send this back is this way. I'd go into the individual channels on Reason. So the first one is keys. Flip this rack around. Then take that channel there. I'm going to start assigning them from channel 5. Okay, cool. Okay, let me just scroll across because I got both my tablet open and I also have. So I'm going to go to channel 5. I'm going to turn the volume up. Okay. And then I'm just going to name this keys because that's what's coming in. Now you've already got trim on there, but you can include gain as well. In fact, you're not going to really need the gain. Come over here, flip this to USB. Then you're going to send USB audio from USB to mic pre 5 on input B. If I come back to 5 here, you'll see that it's on USB, channel 5. The gain is gone, but you've got the trim. Now I did a video on trim versus gain. Check it out. It'll explain this at least for you. It's a very short video. Go back to your DAW. Then what I want to do is I want to send this left input output from my channel to output 5 here. So I'm going to do that now. There we go. So I'll come back into Master Fader. Make sure you guys have this on. Yeah, so you have it here as well. So you can hear the keyboard playing from my mix within Reason. And with Mac, you often, let me just lower this, look at me lowering it from reason. With Mac, you often have to buy something, an extra piece of software to be able to route audio from your DAW directly to your OBS stream. But because we can send the audio back through the DAW into the mixer will then send it to OBS for us. So we don't need to buy any extra gear with Mac. With Windows, it's free. Most of the gear you buy, the software you buy is free. So let's turn that back up and let's bring in more things. I'm going to bring in the drum kit. Kit is going into 6. Come back into master fader. So channel 6. Now normally B would be on USB, but I'm having to manually do this because I'm using a preset I've done before. So there's channel 6. And then if I turn that up, and yes, if you're asking the question whether you can EQ and make changes to this channel in master fader, you can. So I'll turn the gate up so that it kills the kick. See? So you can bring your items in from your, let me, hang on. So you can bring your items in from your DAW with a mix. So if you want to send this to your live stream, for example, you can mix your audio from the console into your DAW. So send all the channels out of your console into your DAW. You have to have enough channels for this, by the way. So say you're running 5 channels for your service, or 10 channels for your service on a Sunday, or for your concert or whatever. Here. And you'll need to watch another one of my videos to understand how to route 32 channels so you can send them to your live stream. I'm not going to go through that today. But say you were running the first 10 channels here, and this is all you needed for your event. That's everything, instruments, musicians, you name it. What you can do is you can send those 10 channels into your DAW, create 10 channels that receive the audio, send them in raw, so don't send them in with any processing from master fader whatsoever. You can mix those 10 channels in your DAW and then send those 10 channels back. And how you would do it is you'd, like what I've done here, you'd say send channel 1 to USB output channel 11, for example. And there's complicated ways of doing this, but the reason why I want 11 is if you send it out to 11 there, it would make sense for you to receive it back at 11. So you then have everything you have from 1 to 10 going from 11 to 20. However, that's coming back in with the full mix from your DAW. And then you would route these 11 to 20 here in your live stream. I mean, you can send them to 1 to 10, but I'm just trying to keep it simple. You can route them here from your live stream from 11 to 20 and turn only these faders up 11 to 20 in the live stream here. And you can add extra processing within master fader. But you can send those 11 to 20 back to your stream. So you're using the same mixer. Then you've got your laptop or your computer or whatever. Mixing it in your DAW, sending it back to your mixer, using the next 10 channels to send 10 channels back. And then you're controlling your live stream from the same mixer. So you've got somebody else who's going to be listening to the stream, from their phone or their tablet or whatever with headphones plugged in. And they're controlling the mix using a tablet that's linked to the same mixer that you're running service with. So you can do it that way as well. So I'm going to play this track again. Let's just bring something else through. Let's bring the bass through. I'm a bass player. I played all these instruments, so let's bring the bass. I play bass. I like bass. Channel 7. Back to master fader. Now, this should already be routed for you when you go to that, but I'm gonna have to do it here because obviously I'm using something I've changed. Okay, bass is on. Let's make sure there is actually bass playing in this section of this song. Nope, there isn't. So I'm going to rewind it. Okay, I've forgotten to do something, haven't I? Ah yeah, forgot to assign this to USB. Here we go. I'm just gonna bring some more things over. I think you guys get the picture, but I'm just gonna bring some stuff over and you can watch me bring it over. That was channel 8, by the way. I'm going to pan that. Let's pan the keys. So I can adjust the volumes both in Master Fader and through the DAW, and I can make changes in the DAW which will come through to Master Fader. So I'll show you making adjustments in Master Fader. Bass out, back in. Bass out, back in. Add some reverb in the DAW. Okay, maybe that wasn't best on the bass to illustrate that on the bass. We'll do it on the keys. I don't know if you can hear the subtle difference in the keys, but I think you get the picture. You can bring stuff in and out of a DAW into, the DL32, and it gives you endless options. I mean, I was just giving you examples earlier on where if you wanted to run your live stream, mix the live stream from the DAW directly back into your DL mixer, and then also be mixing your front of house, and you had enough space for it all. And in fairness, with your stream, you don't have to send everything. Particularly if you've got a full band, some things don't have to go. So you can send what you want to your stream and still have your front of house mix on the first 10 channels. And you can mix everything from that one tablet, or you can have a separate person doing it. The options are endless. You choose what's best for you. But that's just a sort of illustration. If you guys have any questions or anything on this, drop me a message. But other than that,